Yo, 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 what is up? We're back for a 10-minute banger. I've not looked at the charts today, so this is the first time we'll go through it for the first time today, see what's going on, okay? You can see here we're on Pulsechain on the weekly. It's quite fun to look at it on the higher time frame and just see how far we've got to go still, just to get back to even SAC price. Pretty crazy, but things are looking good. I mean, the price is done exactly what we were talking about in the last video when we were mentioning these green dots. Normally after the green dot, you have a retracement. I mean, here you had a bit more of a pump and then a retracement, here green dot, retracement, here green dot, retracement. The last video was here on this green dot when it got projected. Right, so you can see on the weekly that the candle is opened just on top of the 21-week moving average, right? You can also see down on the momentum, you can see money flows crossing back over into the negative. But that's more indicative of this last move that's happened. You can see this blue momentum wave is starting to curve back round. Right, see how that bottom part of the wave is kind of cutting in a bit compared to the top? So it's starting to move back round. You can see that with RSIs as well. The RSIs went flat here. Just went flat here. VWAP has started heading back up. So things are starting to curve back round, and you can see that in the price itself, right? DBSI, you can see 10, so there's more sell pressure than there is buy. There's a 2 on the bottom there. So if we just go up 4-day, sitting perfectly on that 21 week as well on the 4-day. See, we're getting positive momentum here. Blue momentum waves starting to come back round. You can see RSIs as well starting to head back up. VWAP's heading up. So this is looking really good. This is looking really good. 200 week moving average is up. This might bring on some of the indicators here. Nah, that's alright. So I mean, you're a 40% move away on Pulse to the 200 week. So that's something to look out for. Definitely. Over the next couple of weeks, because if I bring on all the trend lines, we managed to break back below this trend line here we were on and near enough touch this one to the dollar. See that? Amazing. Anyway, we've broke back above this blue trend line, which is the last trend line on our lower part of this candle body here. See, it's projected for the all-time high up here onto the lower part, which is the wick of this move. But as you can tell, when the price gets higher, these trend lines are going to be invalidated. So that's why I've put the yellow ones up to the top of this wick. And as you can see, you've got a lot of resistance. All these trend lines are resistance currently. Right? But this looks really good. This is a good move. It's a good trend reversal right there. Within the 3-day, you can see money flow is starting to come back up. Momentum's curving round, VWAP's heading up, RSIs are coming together and heading up. So this is really bullish. See when they come together like that? That's a big move's coming. But like I was saying in the last video here, there's going to be high volatility. And we've seen that in the price. I mean, that move there was... It's quite a big move. It doesn't look much, but because the prices are so low, it's a big move. See, 40% move. Looks like we're going to start reclaiming this previous move. So if we go down onto the daily... In fact, I think it was the 2-day that was bringing on the golden cross. Yeah, so the 2-day brought on the golden cross and it rolled over in itself. But you can see that the RSI, see if it flipped green there, so it's primed to pump. I mean, you've got the green dot here as well on the 2-day on the momentum wave deep in the negative. VWAP's heading up, green dot's on. RSIs are touching, heading up, so you're going to see a big move coming in the next couple of weeks. Unless Bitcoin and Ethereum completely dump, then all the market will dump. But you're going to get a little positive move here. at least 40% back up to reclaim this, test this area as support, which would put you back in line with this trend line. So we'll probably come up, trade underneath this trend line as resistance and then break through it. We'll come up, maybe break above a wee bit, and then go like that, and then up. That's what I reckon will happen. Right, so that's about it. There's no much, I can go right down the time frames, but there's no much point in it. As you can see, too, on a Hex on the daily, brilliant trend reversal here. You can see 2 week on the bottom there, 21 week on the top are coming back together. We're looking for that 200 for the 21 week to bounce off the 200 week like that, and the 200 week to continue like that, and it'll be really slower. The 21 week will continue up a lot steeper than the 200 week. So that's what I'm reckon will happen in the short term on Hex and on Pulse. Another thing is, you can see in the momentum waves here, momentum's down, it's heading up. Positive money flow heading up, VWAP's heading down, but that can reverse pretty quickly if you get a big move up here. Both RSIs are heading up, they're split, so it's going to still be volatile. But when they come together, that's when you get a more powerful move like these. Like, see when they came together here, you had that massive pump here on this candle here. See, as soon as they came together, yeah, boom. Let's see what happens here. When they came together here, you see this big wick to the downside, but another pump. That doesn't look much, but because the prices were low, I mean, if you got it down here, that 81% move, that was after the RSIs came together. So as you can see here, they're split, but they're starting to come together, and on the higher time frames they're coming together. So looking good. Let's check the weekly for. Again, look, sitting right on the 21 week, perfect trend reversal. Another thing too, look, green dot, dump, and then pump. Green dot, dump, then pump. Green dot, dump, then pump. More than likely, right? Higher probability. Just looking back at history on what's happened previously. On the green dots, the dump, then pump. Green dot, dump, then it'll pump. DBSI's looking good as well. Pretty much the same, buy and sell. You can see the momentum wave has came together, and it's starting to head back up. You see it in the RSI. See the RSIs came down right where the crest of the wave there started changing direction. RSIs are starting to head back up. Money flow's kind of rolled down, but it's actually on that same part of the RSIs and the momentum changing direction. You can see the money flow started changing direction a bit as well. See, it's kind of got a wee step there. Starting to look like it's rolling back round. VWAP's heading up. That's on the weekly, so really strong. Let's check incentive. Incentive, look how flat the RSIs are. Incentive token is going to pump so hard it blows people away. Look how flat the RSIs have been for so long. I mean, the price is pretty much a stable coin right now. It's trading underneath the 21 week as well. We need that to break above the 21 week. VWAP's heading up. Momentum's came down to 0%. Starting to head back up. RSIs look like they're coming together. That's on the weekly. On the daily, you can see nice trend reversal too. Built a good base here. You can see blue momentum wave heading back up as well. Looking really good. RSIs have came together, so powerful moves incoming. You've got this diagonal trend line here, which is resistance to now. We've not managed to break above it, so it's resistance. That move to there is 25%. So again, I can see this just teleporting up to here, bouncing along this, and then doing the next massive move up, pretty much in a straight line like it's done before. Whoa. And I'll show you that, how it's done that before. Ah, for Christ's sake. Amateur hour, amateur hour. I've not got my mouse, I'm using the trackpad right now and it's a pain in the arse. See, that move is pretty much vertical, right? Yeah, this, how long did this price go down for here? Right, see what's coming for there. So the price for the top of this part went down, 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 down to here. Took 66 days, right? 66 days of the price gone down, and it reversed that in 5 days. 5 days it reversed 66 days of pain, right? Jenga is going to do the same here. I think it has got a big chance of doing so. So, I mean, there's not much else to say. Everything's looking pretty much the same. You've got this nice rounded bottom here, right? See how it was like, came down and it rounded with this mad choppiness. See, that's crazy. Like, it's kind of rounded like that. You can see it here as well, it's rounding off. So everything's looking brilliant, but that's just a quick update. I can see the next couple of weeks being really positive for Pulsechain. If Ethereum doesn't dump, right? We're looking for Ethereum to hold where it is, or pump, and that'll be best case scenario for Pulsechain. But thanks for tuning in, quick update, and if anything happens in the chat, then you'll know I'll be covering it. So I love you all, catch you later.